Alright, well, hello and welcome to A Year of Gaming. I'm known as Pirate Bagel, and this channel is my year-long project dedicated to playing as many video games as possible. I began the project by photographing my exploits, but now and through the rest of the year I'll be broadcasting on Twitch. With every game, I'll provide you trivia and details on the games, their history, as well as my live critiques as I attempt to play through the game. So, the goal of this project, as I adjust my webcam here, let me just see how that looks. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. So, the goal of this project is to play as many video games as possible, old and new alike, to rekindle my love for the hobby of video gaming. Lost touch with it a long time ago, and I've been rebuilding my collection of video games ever since. So, whatever reason you might be here for, thank you for stopping by, and I hope you enjoy your time here. So, before we begin, I must acknowledge everyone that helped my GoFundMe campaign that made my streaming possible. See, I'm playing through an Elgato capture card, actually using a Super Game Boy with Super Nintendo in order to play Game Boy games. So, to Dutchy Gaming, to Andy Belanger, Jason Kapleen, Eric Sislevich, Luke Sislevich, Eric Pellet, oh, I'm sorry, Eric Pelot. I'm gonna get that last name wrong forever, and I'm such a jackass for doing that. Eric Pelot, Ali Shoth, and Anonymous, thank you all so much for making this stream possible. So, we're on game number 55, which is Donkey Kong for the Game Boy. This is the first in a series of games known mainly as Mario vs. Donkey Kong. This takes the original idea of the Donkey Kong arcade game and turns it into a puzzle-based platformer. So, this first version, released in 1994, has several different worlds, and you basically just go through them, roughly based on the physics of the original Donkey Kong arcade game that was released in 1981. So, without further ado, I think what's really impressive, I got this game in 1994, and my battery saves still work. 20 years after the fact, the battery for this has not died. So, let's go ahead and clear 9.5. And let's do a new one. Make sure that we're set to type A. So these first four stages are based off the original, let me see if I can pause first. Yep. These first four stages are based off of the original Donkey Kong stages from the arcade, and you might notice that this has a different background, like a Donkey Kong arcade cabinet. There were a few, when the Super Game Boy was released in 1994, this was one of the first games that promoted being played on the Super Game Boy, because this was basically a Game Boy crammed inside of a Super Nintendo cartridge. And it came with several different options for color palettes, as well as different backgrounds. You can set your controller type, as well as get into the real nitty-gritty for color palette choices, and even make doodles as well. And there were a few games, Donkey Kong in this case, came with a special unique background, unique color palettes for each world, and also, as you heard, Pauline screaming help is unique to the Super Nintendo, to the Super Game Boy version of the game, because when you play it on the Game Boy, it can't, the technology in the Game Boy can't process the voice chip, so it just does a chiptune-based screen instead. So, with that, let's begin. So yeah, these first four stages are pretty simple, and then it's going to get more complicated. Ooh. And that can happen. Fortunately, in Donkey Kong 94, you get all sorts of options for 1-ups, although I think I just burned the one 1-up I will get. There we go. $75 meters. And just like the arcade version, you can, if you jump from too high of a height, you will automatically die. But it's not as bad as the arcade game was. So, you know, given the first 4 stages of the game, they don't want to make it as hard as the arcade game where, you know, you jump more than 3 feet vertically that you die. So, alright, last stage of World 0. Oh, that was poorly planned. Alright, get the 1-up. And that's the end of World 0. So this follows a similar ending to the Donkey Kong arcade game, and then there's a twist at the end. And so this time, Donkey Kong's just had it with the first 4 stages. So he's decided, you know what, fuck you, Mario, I'm pretty much gonna go. I'm gonna take Pauline, and I'm gonna make you chase after me through all these different worlds. So then your time is, you get 1-ups based on your total amount of time. 83, 86, 74, and 75 made 318, so I get a total of 4 lives. For every 100 and then whatever beyond that counts as an extra life. So it's possible to die a lot in this game, so it's a good thing to have that. So, of course, we will save. And this is where it all starts, the puzzle-based platformer for the Donkey Kong games. So, that's what happens when you poorly time your fall. And so, you'll notice that I've been trying to collect the parasol and the hat and the purse. You just get a bonus for doing that. And you grab the key and you enter the door, and that's it. That's how you beat the stage. So, each of these stages gets increasingly more complicated. And if you get all 3, then you get to play a slot machine at the end. Alright, stage 1, 2, here we go. This introduces the tightrope. And grab the key. And much like the rules of Super Mario 2, if you have a key... Oh. That was not a good place to put the key. I'll just have to go put it back. After a set amount of time, it just goes back. Alright. And there we go. And this is the other bonus, which is just kind of a... I think I'm getting 2 or 3. Oh, I got 3, alright. Oh. In that case, it would have been better to just wait for the fireball to just show up. Okay. And that's the end of that stage. And on to number 4. I think this just had falling debris, yeah. So for this, you just want to avoid the falling debris, and if you can't, then doing a handstand, you can just kick away the debris. And that's it. And these interludes also kind of show you new things that'll be popping up throughout the stages. So in this case, I'm about to learn how the automatic platforming device works. Can't get rid of him, it seems. And that's that level. And we're at stage 1-6. Oh, poorly timed. So since I want to get the purse, I'm better off just going to get it rather than trying to beat the time for it. There we go. Now this is where it gets tricky, because you have to decide where you want to put it. And I'm going to put it right here, and then I'm going to do a ladder below it to reach it. I don't think I'm going to get the parasol for this one. Yep. That was too high. Alright. I think I can do it, so I'll try. I think I can get the parasol. There we go. And 1-7. First thing I'm gonna do is get the hat. Alright, so what I have to do is put one there, so I can go down. And there we go. Onwards to 1-8. And 1-8. Now these, I think I have to actually, yeah, pick up wielder. I have to pick up barrels. And, yep. It's been a while since I've done this. So for every boss battle at the end, you throw barrels at them. And now we move on to the forest. And so now there's chain link bridges to deal with, along with those platform and ladder builders. So we'll save. And so there are 12 stages in the forest. So yeah, it's pretty intense. So I think I'm going to stop for now. Seems I'm losing a lot of frames due to shitty DSL, so yeah. We'll just work with that. So that's been a year of gaming for today. Thanks, and we'll see you next time.